Sudan's war crimes, no justice, mounting humanitarian catastrophe. The Darfur Union in the UK issued a strong statement condemning the ongoing war in Sudan and the international community's inadequate response to the resulting humanitarian catastrophe. The statement highlights several alarming points which were high on the Financial Times piece. Prolonged conflict and worsening atrocities. The Darfur Union condemns the actions of RSF and certain external actors such as UAE for extending the conflict and enabling atrocities against civilians, including war crimes in Darfur and recent serious crimes in Khartoum. Al-Jazira, and now Kadugli in South Kordofan, is under siege by RSF, which has led to a humanitarian crisis. Food and medical supplies are running low, and many people are dying. The Global Nuba Mountains Association has appealed to international community and humanitarian organizations for help. RSF burned villages and killed civilians in the region over the last few days. Imminent famine in Darfur. The closure of the Sudan-Chad border, crucial for humanitarian access, and the looting of World Food Programme (WFP) supplies by Janjaweed and RSF militia groups have significantly worsened the humanitarian situation, particularly in Darfur. This raises serious concerns about the possibility of famine. International community failing on multiple fronts. The statement criticizes the international community for its insufficient response on several fronts. Inadequate humanitarian aid. The UN's request for $2.7 billion has only received a meager 3.5% in funding, leaving millions in acute hunger, as per the World Food Programme. Ineffective aid distribution. Existing aid distribution methods are failing to reach those in need due to blockades and looting by Janjaweed and RSF. The statement suggests alternative methods, such as directly transferring cash to local community groups actively supporting civilians or aerial dropping of aid to affected areas. Lack of accountability. The perpetrators of war crimes, including RSF leader Hemeti, his brothers Abdul Rahim and Algoni Dagalo, and Abdulrahman Juma, accused of war crimes in Darfur, are not being held accountable for their actions. Also, al-Bashir and other ICC indictees are also still at large. Insufficient pressure on warring parties. The international community has failed to exert sufficient pressure on warring parties to protect civilians and reach a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The Darfur Union urges the international community to take immediate and decisive action to address the crisis in Sudan, including increased and efficiently distributed humanitarian aid, investigation and prosecution of war crimes to ensure accountability, intensified diplomatic efforts to pressure all parties to protect civilians and reach a peaceful solution. The situation in Sudan demands immediate and collective action from the international community to prevent further suffering and avert a looming famine, particularly in Darfur. The statement by the Darfur Union serves as a stark reminder of the urgency of the crisis and the need for a comprehensive international response.